Woman told House Ethics Committee she saw Gaetz having sex with a minor. A woman who attended a 2017 party with former Rep. Matt Gaetz told the House Ethics Committee she witnessed the then recently elected congressman having sex with a minor, according to her attorney. The woman's attorney, Joel Leopard, released a statement on Friday, calling on the committee to release the findings of its years-long review of Gaetz. The committee planned to vote Friday on whether to release their report, but the meeting was canceled after President-elect Donald Trump announced he intended to nominate Gaetz as Attorney General, and the Florida Republican resigned from Congress. As the Senate considers former Rep. Gaetz's nomination for Attorney General, several questions demand answers, Leopard said in a statement. What if sworn testimony detailed conduct that would disqualify anyone from serving as our nation's chief law enforcement officer? Leopard's client is one of at least 4 women who have told the committee they were paid to attend parties with drugs and sex where Gaetz was present, according to multiple sources familiar with the matter. Her account corroborates the testimony of the then minor, who told the committee that she had sex with Gaetz when she was 17 years old. She was a high school student, and there were witnesses, her attorney John Clune said in a statement on Thursday. He also urged the committee to release its report on Gaetz. CBS News has learned the committee also has Gaetz's Venmo transactions that allegedly show payments for the women. Gaetz, who has denied all wrongdoing, including having sex with a minor, has called the committee's investigation a smear campaign. The Department of Justice previously investigated Gaetz's involvement with the minor as part of a sex trafficking probe, but no charges were brought against him. House Speaker Mike Johnson said Friday that he would strongly request that the House Ethics Committee withhold the report on its investigation into Gaetz. Republican Sen. John Cornyn of Texas, a member of the Senate Judiciary Committee, said he wants to see the report. GOP Sen. Mike Rounds of South Dakota isn't on the Judiciary Committee but said in an interview on CNN, "We should be able to get a hold of the report, and we should have access to it one way or another, based on the way we do all of these nominations." Brilliant to dangerous, mixed reactions roll in after Trump picks RFK Jr. for top health post. Kennedy must receive approval from the Senate to be confirmed to the post. In the hours after President-elect Donald Trump announced that vaccine skeptic Robert F. Kennedy Jr. was his pick to serve as Secretary of the Department of Health and Human Services, mixed reactions began rolling in from the senators needed to support his confirmation. Trump's cabinet selections will face Senate confirmation votes, and unconventional picks like Kennedy could face a bumpy process in a Republican-controlled Senate with little room for error. Sen. John Thune, RSD, who Republicans tapped to be their new leader in the chamber, declined to provide a reaction to Kennedy's selection, saying, "I don't have any at this point." Thune ducked a question about whether he would support Kennedy's confirmation, saying that the process is just getting started, and adding that there would be a vetting process. "I'm not going to make any judgments about any of these folks at this point. Like I said, it's a confirmation process that we have to adhere to constitutionally," said Thune, when asked whether he thinks Kennedy is qualified. "There are committees that are going to be conducting hearings, and there'll be plenty of scrutiny of these nominees' records when the time comes." Other Republican senators immediately expressed enthusiasm with Trump's pick. Sen. Bill Cassidy, RLA, praised Kennedy in a statement, though he did not say how he planned to vote. Cassidy is currently the ranking member of the Senate Health, Education, Labor and Pensions Committee, and is considered a contender for chairing the committee in the next Congress. "I look forward to learning more about his other policy positions and how they will support a conservative, pro-American agenda," Cassidy said. Several Republican senators praised Kennedy in posts to X, with Wisconsin Sen. Ron Johnson calling him a brilliant, courageous truth-teller. Alabama Sen. Tommy Tuberville describing Kennedy as an absolutely brilliant pick. And Missouri Sen. Josh Hawley saying the announcement marked a bad day for Big Pharma. Across the aisle, many Democrats immediately condemned Kennedy's selection, characterizing it as dangerous and disturbing. Mr. Kennedy's outlandish views on basic scientific facts are disturbing and should worry all parents who expect schools and other public spaces to be safe for their children, said Sen. Ron Wyden, D. Orr, in a statement. Sen. Ed Markey, D. Mass. said in a post to X that Kennedy was dangerous, unqualified, unserious. SSN Chris Van Hollen DMMD called two of Trump's recent decisions the definition of insanity, and SSN Patty Murray D. Wash slammed Trump's selection, saying, "This could not be more dangerous. There's no telling how far an anti-vaxxer and fringe conspiracy theorist like RFK Jr. could set America back in terms of public health, reproductive rights, research, and more," Murray wrote in a post to 10th. And the consequences are not theoretical, they're life or death issues. Kennedy has repeatedly criticized vaccines, touting widely debunked false claims that they are tied to autism. NBC News has reached out to Trump's team for comment on criticism of the president-elect's selection. But at least one Democrat expressed enthusiasm about Kennedy's selection, Colorado Gov. Jared Polis, a Democrat, said in a post to X that he was excited by the news, adding that Kennedy will help make America healthy again by shaking up HHS and FDA. As a governor, he will not have a vote in Kennedy's confirmation. When reached for further comment, a Polis spokesperson pointed NBC News to the governor having clarified his tweet in a later post, in which Polis said that science must remain the cornerstone of our nation's health policy. Lest there by any doubt, I am vaccinated, as is my family. I will hold any HHS secretary to the same high standard of protecting and improving public health, Polis added in the later post. Republicans currently hold 52 seats in the Senate, and they may pick up another seat depending on the outcome of Pennsylvania's Senate race, which is heading for a recount. NBC News has not yet projected the winner. A majority of senators must vote in support of a nominee in order for the position to be confirmed. Mutiny threat sparks House GOP infighting ahead of Trump visit, just more stupid. Tensions were high among House Republicans on Tuesday, with a group of GOP hardliners threatening to protest Speaker Mike Johnson's leadership during the next day's House GOP conference leadership elections. Three sources told Fox News Digital that members of the conservative House Freedom Caucus were exploring ways to show their discontent with House GOP leaders during the closed-door races to decide who will likely lead the majority next year. Meanwhile, those threats sparked frustration among rank-and-file House Republicans, including one lawmaker who said such discussions were just more stupid. The heart of the issue lies in proposed rule changes that the House GOP conference will also vote on, including a measure pushed by some Republicans to punish colleagues who purposely sink their own party's legislation on the House floor by stripping their committee assignments. House leaders move quickly to consolidate power in show of confidence for Republican majority. Johnson told Politico on Tuesday evening that he would not support punitive measures against people who blockade the House floor. But sources signaled that would not be enough. There's a difference between saying, "I don't support it," and "I'm going to stop it." That's a big difference, one source said. His easy route is just to say, "All right, no rules changes. We're just going to go forward." Reports indicated earlier that Freedom Caucus members were looking for a candidate to challenge Johnson, something its chairman did not rule out. Having two people in a race is kind of the norm, Chairman Andy Harris, RMD, told reporters when asked if his group was putting up a candidate. "We can do this Soviet style, or we can do it American style." But no one candidate appeared to emerge as of Tuesday night, though Fox News Digital sources said conservatives could still coalesce around someone. Dems privately fret about losing House after GOP victory in White House Senate. Instead, Johnson's GOP critics could seek a recorded vote where they could either simply vote against his candidacy for Speaker or write another name in via secret ballot, Fox News Digital was told. The discord comes as President-elect Donald Trump plans to address House Republicans on Wednesday morning ahead of their leadership races. Two other sources familiar with planning told Fox News Digital. Several GOP lawmakers who spoke with Fox News Digital were frustrated that the public chaos that permeated the 118th Congress could once again rear its head. This time, when Republicans were poised to control all the levers of power in Washington. "Frankly, I am tired of the instigators. I am tired of the conflict for the sake of conflict type nonsense that happened last session," Rep. Greg Murphy, RNC, told Fox News Digital. Asked if lawmakers who help lead that charge should face consequences, Murphy said, "Absolutely. You can put that with an exclamation mark."